turning round and round. Me and that train cover a lot of ground. Wish I may, wish I might. It's gonna be another long, hot night.
6:09 Tucson, Arizona time, and believe it or not, folks, it is 106 degrees.
Once again, Tucson's country cowboy is back in the saddle, riding the airwaves of KXCI.
You're listening to 91.3 FM KXCI Tucson, real people, real radio. Welcome to Country Fringe with Shorty Stubs.
Shorty Stubs specializes in the music of Americana, songs about honky-tonks, heartaches, and wide-open spaces.
Here we go, starting off with another twangin' Tuesday.
Selections come off the charts from the music director and the artists themselves. But if Shorty doesn't like what he hears...
Let me take a look at it. I think I've seen this before. Matter of fact, I know I have.
Do you want it? Or?
Nah.
No.
So, for 2 hours each Tuesday night, Shorty Stubs is the king of country.
And of course, we started everything off on this Twangin' Tuesday with the Derailers, Country A Go-Go from Here Come the Derailers.
Every song, it seems, tells a story, and so it fits that Shorty has one of his own.
Well, country music is my passion because I grew up in the South. Grew up in Memphis, Tennessee, and I remember on Saturday evenings watching the Porter Wagoner Show and the Wilburn Brothers and the Rhodes Show and Hee Haw and all that with my family.
Early on, his strengths were math and science. In his real life, he's a software engineer. But his real passion? Music.
Hee haw.
Shorty's wanted to be a DJ since high school. A DJ class at KXCI helped turn his dream into reality.
Speaking of dealing with things, I got the Domino Kings coming up next from their album Some Kind of Sign, and we're going to play the title track there. So everybody kick back and enjoy.
This is more than a radio show. It's a down-home social event, and the whole town's invited. In case you're wondering, Shorty is not his real name.
Shorty Stubs started back in Memphis when I played in a band. I played with a band called Cowboy Fred and the Rambling Gigolos.
Today, Shorty doesn't play much guitar. Instead, it's CDs and LPs.
About 2,000.
He owns a lot of those.
Yes, in my living room.
Most listeners are local.
And the phone number here is 520-622-5924.
But thanks to the internet, he also has fans in
Memphis, Tennessee, Camden, Arkansas, Blue Eye, Missouri. I've got a listener in Connecticut. Give me a call if you feel like John a little bit, if you like the music, if you got any questions, I'll try to answer them if I can.
Shorty anticipates the calls, and he's got his regulars.
One listener told me that every Tuesday night they have a Shorty Stubs party in his barn. So hopefully that fella called tonight. KXCI, this is Shorty Stubs.
Hey, you realize that's an old Marty Robbins tune, right? Knee Deep in the Blues?
Is it really?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I didn't realize it was Marty Robbins. I knew it was an old country tune.
Most music comes from independent artists off smaller labels, like Hightone or Sugar Hill.
The special thing about it is we're playing music that nobody in town is going to be playing. We're giving the artists that don't get airplay a chance to get heard. A lot of good music out there is not getting played. A lot of it. I'm going to go back to the 1950s with this one.
His next cut is by good old boy Laddie Moore.
But he's got a song here, kind of describes my life, and it's, well, I wish it was my life, but no, I guess it isn't, but I can pretend it is. The name of the song is 100,000 Women Can't Be Wrong.
You say I'm not good looking, but you must be mistaken, 'cause 100,000 women can't be wrong.
With the clock ticking down, Shorty realizes he has too much show.
But I can't leave yet. I've still got 15 more CDs to play.
No, there's nothing slick about this operation. And that's the whole idea.
So here we go with Mr. John Coinman's brand new album, and this is a local artist, folks. The name of the cut is called Find That Girl, and the name of the album is Songs from the Modern West. I hope everybody enjoys this half as much as I do. KXCI, this is Shorty Stubs.
This is great. I just want to tell you this show is wonderful, and this is one of my favorite artists. I'm so glad you're playing him.
This is one of my picks for 2005 right now. It's a great album.
You're absolutely right. Thank you so much for playing it.
You bet. Have a great evening.
I got some needs, I got some names. All my friends say that I'm insane, and they're right.
Less DJ and more of a friend. Shorty wants to share what he loves.
Man, I could do this every day. I really could.
Fans see him as one of their own, part of the culture of those who listen, as well as those who play country music.
Tell you what, folks, I had a great time this week. Can't wait till next week. Thanks for all the calls. And you know what? We'll just saddle up and do it all over again next week. So everybody have a great one. Till next week.
Gonna keep trying till I get it right. It's gonna be another long, hard night.
This simple adobe structure, nestled in the foothills of the Santa Catalina Mountains, is an expression of beauty and faith.
I like the rustic chapel, the Spanish Mission look. It's right out in the middle of the desert. I come from Michigan, so we don't have desert wildlife out there. I, Daryl.
Take thee, Donna,
Take thee, Donna,
to be my wedded wife,
to be my wedded wife.
in plenty and in want,
In hope.
in plenty.
Under the harsh desert sun, joy descends like the promise of a late afternoon shower.
You can definitely feel there's a lot of spirit here. At the start of the ceremony and the bell goes off, just said it's ordained by God that he's here and watching over the whole thing.
And I pronounce you husband and wife. Daryl, you may kiss the bride.
This tiny chapel, dedicated to Our Lady of Guadalupe, patron saint of Mexico, has brought joy to many. The mementos left behind speak of enduring love.
Oh my gosh, 1970, look how good my dad was there.
Yeah.
Lucia didn't get married in the little chapel, but she loves it like she loves her father who built it. She wanted a big church wedding, one with a roof.
He gave my sister and I both a lot of trouble when we got married about, he would give us away, but he wasn't going to wear a tuxedo. He goes, those are monkey suits. And I said, Dad, please. I said, several relatives have offered to give me away, but I don't want them. You're my dad.
Ted DeGrazia had his eldest daughter in tears, but he finally relented and put on the monkey suit.
He was 50 there, 49, yeah, wasn't he? Yeah, he looks so young there.
Family photos, faded by time, bring back a flood of memories.
He was such an impact in our lives. He was just, I don't know, he was easy to talk to, and if you asked a question, he'd answer you. I guess color or religion or just anything. He's just always there. You know, I mean, you just don't realize till you're older how much you love your parents.
Her father's presence hangs in the air like the paintings on the wall.
His work was his life. His work meant so much to him, and he was determined to do well because he knew that he wanted to do well, and he had that drive. And he just was very persistent about his work.
So persistent that when nobody wanted to buy his art, he took matters into his own hands.
You know, I've been painting for a long time and made no money at all at it. And one of the reasons I built this gallery is because nobody wanted to show my work. And I wanted to make sort of a setting that would fit the paintings where the paintings would feel more comfortable and where I would feel more comfortable.
Opened in 1965, the Gallery in the Sun became his home, his studio, and his own personal art gallery. The gallery houses more than 14,000 original pieces of art, from oils to watercolors, bronzes, ceramics, and jewelry. Ted DeGrazia was one of the most prolific artists of his time. He was constantly sketching.
He said he liked to draw at 2 or 3 in the morning when the whole world was asleep. Because he said that way the phone's not ringing, somebody's not walking in the door, somebody doesn't want to talk to you. He said, I can think and do my work quietly at my own pace. And he would get up in the middle of the night, and he said he just felt like he had to draw these midnight sketches while the world was asleep.
DeGrazia believed that sketches were the very soul of the artist, more meaningful and beautiful than the final painting. His midnight sketches, done on any available scrap of paper, reveal much about this simple man.
Look at this picture.
The walls are filled with the color of life in the Sonoran desert. Angels and the faces of children, faces that made him famous.
Of course, I paint a lot of children, and people love them, and of course, who doesn't love children? And there is a demand, but I would like to do things like horses, grown-up Indians, and I do quite a few of them. And people want children, so I paint children.
It was the people of Mexico and the Native Americans of Arizona that spoke to his heart. He painted what he saw.
He was proud, and he knows he worked hard to get there, but he just, I don't know, he was just such a simple kind of person. Very easy to talk to, very, like I say, just grateful to have his health and be here, be alive. He was proud, but it never went to his head. I think that's what I'm trying to say. He never got arrogant.
Even fame didn't change this humble man who began life in a mining camp in 1909 in the Arizona Territory.
Everything I do is combined with my work, like I am a dedicated man. I put nothing ahead of my pleasures except my work.
You know, people used to always ask him, which is your favorite work of art? And Dad says the next one. You'd always leave people guessing. But he said really he liked this one called Alone. It's a Indian riding alone with, it looks like his buddy in the back, just thrown over the horse. And I said, what does that mean though, Dad, the title, because his buddy's dead? He said, right. He said, we're born alone, we die alone. He says, when you think about it, we're alone at the beginning and the end. He always had a fear that when I die, maybe everything will fold up. And he didn't want that. He wanted his work to go on.
The oldest of 4 children, Lucia learned the lessons of life from a dynamic man who she says was soft and kind.
When he talked, I listened, because I knew he loved us and he tried to help us. You know, he's really missed. He really is.
DeGrazia's legacy to the world is not his paintings as seen through the eyes of chalk-colored children. It's his children who see the world through the eyes of a famous painter who was just a simple man.
It is the music of sound that fills this small place. Taiko is the name of the drum and understand the Japanese art. Ancient drummers sent messages to warriors in battle. The news of the village was once transmitted on waves of sound.
And because those messages were so important to the flow of daily life, people came to think that the Taiko was inhabited by a god, and for many, many thousands of years, only holy men, Shinto holy men, were allowed to play the Taiko.
Today, Taiko is popular throughout the world. It is a sound that is still alive, far from the place where it was born. While Arizona may be better known for a Western lifestyle, the sounds of Taiko are here too. Tucson's Taiko Sonora is one of about 200 active groups in the United States.
It was rushed, wasn't it? 1, 2, don, don, da, don, don.
Rome Hamner and Karen Falkenstrom founded Taiko Sonora in 2001.
Okay, let's do it again. Ich, ni, so, re.
Though the company has not been playing long, they are walking an ancient path of ritual, of rhythm, and of reverence.
Being a dojo means a place of the way, or a place where you walk a certain path, and the path of a martial art is one of discipline and learning deep respect, and there is a great deal of spirituality that you will find as you walk the path, but I don't think it's something you need to know when you're first starting on that path.
Traditional Japanese drums are carved from one piece of wood. Because those drums are expensive and difficult to come by, many in this country make their own. It's an inventive craft. Some of the raw materials have been recycled and have a well-aged quality.
We got these on a barrel buying trip we took up to Napa, I guess it was 3 years ago. The best kind of barrel I've heard from Karen is the Bordeaux, because they have a really nice bow in them, and that bow really affects the sound that the drum makes.
And then put it right there.
Maureen Sullivan is a new member who has converted heart and soul to Taiko.
The passion is overtaking my work. I mean, you can always get another job. Not that I intend to get fired, but it became a point when they asked, hey, you available tonight? I'm like, sorry, I got drumming. When I drum, you can actually connect with the drum that you're playing, and you can feel the energy come up. And then when you play, you can actually give that energy back to everyone there. So that, to me, is awesome.
And there is Nancy Hall, a retired airline pilot who even surprised herself by taking up drumming.
These are good people. I mean, I must say, I am not a joiner of clubs. I have avoided this kind of thing my entire life. You know, if people say, oh, let's join up and have a, group party, and I'm always running the other way. And so it's an interesting change for me, but I just like being around these people. And of course, Rome and Karen make it a lot of fun, a lot of fun.
Taiko will sound off when several troops gather for a public performance. Taiko Sonora will host the event that has been in the planning stages for 3 years.
Hutch. I'm very excited about what's going to happen. It's going to be a great event. I'm a little worried about our ticket sales. Our ticket sales have not been where they need to be for us to break even on the event, but in spite of that, it's going to be fantastic. I'm playing with Eric, and then I'm doing Moko solo. Yeah. Okay.
Tucson deserves a Taiko's, it's time. And
over here. Yeah.
We've done everything we can. We've interviewed, we've sent out press releases, we've put up the posters, we've priced the tickets low, and now it's just time to buckle up and say, God is my pilot. And then we'll have fun. So you're coming in right on that second beat.
Soma is a number the group will play for the performance. Loosely translated, Soma means running horse. They've affectionately dubbed it the pony song.
So the vision we want in this song is that everybody is part of this great Mongol posse. Hey, coming in from the mountains are in the distance, and you're driving your ponies across the plain towards the audience. we're just gonna go sut don 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 da don da don don sut till she goes taka 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 taka.
It's called the kuchishowa, which is Japanese for mouth music, and that is how a piece is passed down. It's passed down orally.
There's the underlying dondoko, 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 and then the giant drums come in with kind of this don, 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 don.
We always say, if you can say it, you can play it.
Hi, do, brrr, don't come in too soon. Daga, 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 dun, da, dun, da, dun. Hi, do.
Whatever cue Sac Taiko uses, it's not a hup, but whatever they use, we'll learn on tomorrow. My God, it's tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Other questions?
Because, you know, we told her,
This side down?
you don't actually get the muscles from playing, you get it from toting the drums.
It's concert day, and the drummers have a bulky load-in.
No bumper.
Yeah, sorry. It's just anywhere over there on their side, yeah.
Sacramento Taiko, with leader Tiffany Tamarabuchi as tonight's headliner. She's not only played Carnegie Hall, she has Japanese drummers sitting up to take notice. Today, though, she's unloading her own drums.
We have one of the best taiko ensembles in the country, Sacramento Taiko Dan, or Sac Taiko, coming in. Their sensei is Tiffany Tamarabuchi, who is a world champion Odaiko player. She won the 2001 World Champion Odaiko contest in Japan. She beat out a field of 25 men, and she came in first, and she is really a fantastic drummer.
This is the giant drum, the Odaiko. Its music is rich and echoing with a deep, primal sound.
Just to feel the rhythms, the vibrations of the drum, once you strike the drum, to have the vibration then just move through your body, there's nothing quite like that in the world. It's just you and the drum, and your body is completely exhausted, and then you have to reach down inside to pull out something more. One has to grab the earth with their feet and play with their whole body to produce the kinds of sounds, the textures. As you're playing, certainly it's both physical and spiritual strength that one has to develop in order to play well.
It's an early meal, and there are the final details to pull together. The costumes have also been designed by a few of the drummers, so from crafting drums to crafting costumes, the collective talents of the group get the work done.
That would be even more clear. That sounds great.
Dun, 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 when they go out.
So you give us dun, 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 dun. You give us 8.
A last rehearsal of tonight's finale, and the showcase is set. But rehearsal's not over till all the thumbs sing.
We're gonna go, and we all want to do that at the same time, okay?
Very nice.
Welcome to the first Southern Arizona Taiko Showcase. And please make a welcome to Taiko Sonoran.
Backstage, there are good reviews of Soma, the pony song.
Yes, I could. Made me proud of my own bloodline.
The energy was just incredible. Really, we had some help from Turane, some pointers on how to tap into our energy.
Rode
and some
your pony
visioning for the
drums.
song.
You were riding them pony drums.
We were riding them
You
pony
were
drums.
riding them pony drums.
Yeah.
As the drummers scatter for the finale, it's been the collective talents of the group that has made the showcase an event.
Oh, you feel wonderful. You're just on cloud nine. The times when you really hit it and everybody's together and the sound is just wonderful, you really, really feel a part of a group, and it's just such a great feeling.
You sort of feel each other's energy instead of searching for each other's energy. I mean, we're all right there.
When you hit right on the same beat with 19 people and you sound like one drum, that's what it's about. It's a communal.